Hey everybody, welcome back to the Downcity podcast. We're here with Ryan, Peter, Melissa, and a special guest star, Alex. I've actually heard about it.
I have you know.
That's what I said. All right. So thanks for coming, Alex.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, how was everybody's week? Peter, what'd you do? Anything fun?
I think I did nothing.
Awesome.
I work from home, and even when I work from home, it's pretty uneventful. And then when I'm done working, I just play Fortnite on my phone for about an hour, and then I go to bed.
Sounds
I gotta tell you,
fucking fabulous.
It's addictive.
Your bidet must really, really be earning its keep
Oh,
these
yeah.
days.
I use it 3
Oh,
times
I
a day.
forgot about the bidet.
I was thinking
oh
about
my
that
God.
the other day. I'm like, man, I really, you know how you keep wiping and you just get like
Yes.
raw? Like, man. Like, what is it from The Office? That dude is, what is this? I feel like I'm wiping the tip of a marker.
That I will say, I do need to buy another one.
Oh my God.
I do
Why?
need to buy
Because
them.
Like,
you
you wear
broke
it
that
out?
first.
Is it
No,
all-
'cause I'm sick of going to the special bathroom.
The one in the dungeon?
Yeah. Because I installed it there because I didn't think anybody else in the family would like it. And since I
And now
installed
everybody's
it,
down there.
no one's used it. No one's ever used it but me.
My boss's father has one of those.
Love
I
it.
want to try it out.
Love
They all
it.
say, go to that bathroom, the
Yep.
other bathroom.
You just need a cheap. All I bought was a cheap one.
Jesus.
It was on Woot.com, and it was just $50.
How much are the
That's it.
expensive ones?
The expensive ones can get up to $400 and $500 and $600.
Cool. Yeah, but don't
Because you
they
need
have, like, dryers.
Yeah, you have an
and-
electric. There's an electric outlet when you're installing a toilet. You're building a house for the first time. You just put an electrical outlet behind
Pretty
there.
sure one even
And
has a
you put
wand
a
that
hot
comes
water
out and
line.
snaps your butt.
You can put a hot water line there, or the other ones, because it's plugged into electricity, it will heat up
And,
the water.
and you're for real that the cold water isn't.
It's perfectly fine.
It
Nope.
doesn't like just
It's
clinch
so
everything
focused.
up so the water doesn't get in there. It doesn't get clean.
No, it's so focused it doesn't matter.
No, listen, I've had the cold ones, and even I'm like,
It does the job. It's
Jesus.
fine.
I much prefer the one with the temperature
I know
control.
it's similar to like when you flush a toilet, you want a courtesy flush, and then
Yeah.
like the water just sprinkles your asshole. Like,
Yeah, public toilets are great for that.
yeah, those really.
You gotta do the
those
courtesy
commercial
flushing,
ones.
like, whoa,
Right.
what kind of bacteria is getting up there?
Yeah.
Only
can't
at the
be
mall.
good.
Ugh.
It's like, it's like jumping into a cold lake.
Yeah.
You just got to go head in.
Yeah, that's not my forte. I don't. Those freaking idiots that jump in what are they? The Sub-Zero losers? What's that group
The
called?
penguin
polar bear
club.
club.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero losers.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do
That
that.
is nuts.
They say it's really good for you though.
How?
Because it freaks out your whole entire system. It
Yeah,
gets you.
fucking freaks
It
out.
gets all your lymph nodes and shit all.
Yeah, I almost died. I saw God. I feel so much better. I have a whole new leash on lease on life.
Exactly. So that's the week.
What did you do this week?
So that's
I
my
built a
week.
fucking badass table for all.
You built
all-
that? I thought that other
Yeah,
guy
well,
made that.
all right, we built it.
Okay.
We built it. I did a lot of
I don't
holding.
see a lot of woodwork
Truth
around here, so I'm
comes
assuming
out.
he made it.
Yeah, right?
There's a lot of woodwork around here.
Yeah, you did this, didn't you?
Yeah, some of it.
For most of
I'm a good helper. So, like, my standards are way higher than my skill set. Right? So,
Shocker, that's so weird.
so for me to do some shit, it takes a long time, and it usually costs twice as much to have someone competent build it in half the time.
Yeah.
So I usually try to employ the help of someone.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's actually it's just a basic aquarium-based design with the table.
yeah.
And actually, we were going to do something completely different, and we changed it. And the tabletop was my idea, and I did all the finished work and stuff. So,
It looks amazing.
yeah,
Well done.
shit, thank you.
Yeah, so we just got a new table built here to do the podcast at, and we have no chairs for it, so we're still sitting on the couch that we originally started from.
Yeah.
So.
How about you, Melissa?
I went to a polo match the other day.
Water or horses?
Horses. And which was so I've always been into horses. I've been riding almost my entire life, and I've been to a whole lot of horse events, and I've never been to a polo match. It was the coolest shit. It was so cool. Just the adrenaline. And I think it was probably a different experience for people who aren't familiar with riding, but for, like, I know
be so
the
hard.
adrenaline, to ride?
Well, polo. Like,
Oh my god, yeah, because there's a fucking mallet, dude, and tons of horses.
And you don't
want
want
to
to whack the horse's leg.
Well, but so
know?
I was trying to explain to this one of my friends that I was there with. We're starting off her birthday week, and we started it with polo. It takes a certain kind of horse.
What kind of people you hang out with? What the fuck? So what do you want to do? Oh, there's this awesome polo match I've been wanting to go to.
What was it?
It was a charity polo match, so it was even better. It was in Newport, and all the proceeds for the. Well, yeah, of course.
Why was it in Newport, not Pawtucket?
Probably Greenwich, and I even know that why.
Right.
Well, so Newport was such a huge aspect of polo culture. I mean, they used to have.
Yeah.
So even Newport Grand used to be polo and highlight. And
shit, they had polo?
Yeah, there was polo there, and so it was just a lot of horse stuff too. So there's still, so it was really, really cool. And I was I was enthralled. I'm a little pissed off it took me so long to actually introduce myself to polo. Plus, not gonna lie, there were a couple of moments when I felt like Pretty Woman.
That's funny.
It was awesome.
Because of the quality of talent, or
Why?
because of what you were wearing, or because you're a prostitute?
I was going to say, did George Costanza call you a whole?
Rub my arm with his sunglasses.
Was it free? Did you have to buy tickets?
No, so we bought tickets because all the proceeds went to charities, and there was a bunch of different charities, which was really, really cool. And essentially, it was the Newport team that then split into two teams, and so I guess it was like a scrimmage. And so, and that the night before, all the teammates were talking the maddest shit to each other. But just such a cool thing. Really, it was awesome. It was a really cool Sunday, man.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then of course today was Amazon Prime Day, and my business bought a new computer.
That's fun. I had plans for Wait, you had what to a computer?
What my business bought a new computer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
an Asus. That's how you say
Asus?
it. Yeah, it's ASUS.
Please stop with the
It's
technical
got
jargon.
gigs and rams and stuff.
We have listeners here.
Yeah, it's got touchscreen.
It does.
It does have a touchscreen?
It has a fingerprint sensor. I'm really excited. Bad Dog Basics is very excited. I can't wait.
That's awesome.
So that was my weekend. What about yours, Alex? What did you do?
My weekend was wild. I was retired from Friday night, so my Friday night was pretty basic, nothing special.
What's a nothing special basic
Oh, yeah,
night for a 25-year-old stand-up comedian / petroleum distribution engineer?
Just going home from work, getting paid, realizing you gotta save money, so hey, I'm fucking tired, so I just go the fuck to bed.
Like no TV, no nothing, no video games,
Like
you don't
a
snap
show
your
here and
carrot,
there,
nothing.
you know,
No,
we'll
jerk.
watch
Snap your carrot. That's jerking off.
That's how I go to sleep.
That's an assumption, dude.
I mean, me
That's
too.
an assumption.
It's just I didn't know that's anyway.
Saturday was a different story. I helped out my dad at the flea market for a little bit. Just picture your typical Cumberland flea market.
The one up the road here?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, and
I've
I
been there
hope-
before. It's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He doesn't sell toy trucks, does he? Because that guy cussed me
He
out
sells-
for not putting the toy back where I was supposed to.
Oh, really? You got
Yeah.
bitched out there?
Yeah, he was really mad at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me the story. That's all there was.
I'm
Wasn't it?
no,
I
wow.
gotta do this too.
I don't know. I was walking through and it had this trash truck, a plastic toy trash truck,
Yeah.
in a. I'm like $5, plastic fucking thing, whatever. Like, that's my limit. He's like, oh, $10. I'm like $5. He's like, no. I'm like, all right, I put it back. He's like, oh, you're not gonna put it back? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna put it back.
Wow.
And the little backstory, we're sitting around. Like waiting for the guy for like 5-10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 'cause he
and
was
then he
shooting
comes
the shit
back,
with his
or he's
buddy.
doing something. I don't know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, should have just taken the thing and
Yeah,
walked
right,
away with it.
right.
And then I'm like, I fucking waited for this $10 for a fucking something that you'd see on the side of the road.
No.
I don't even know why I wanted it. It was a bad story. Thanks for
only-
letting me tell that one.
I've only been to
That's not
flea
so
market
much a
once.
story
I love
as
flea
just
markets.
something that happened.
Good. That segues
Really?
me into
Really?
Yeah.
every weekend.
Yeah.
That's what I do every weekend. Actually, I don't go to flea markets, but I always
Go to
go.
the dump?
I go to Savers. I go to Salvation Army in Attleboro, and then from there or before that, I'll go to the Goodwill store in Woonsocket. I do like a circuit. We go boom, boom. Because
Do you have like a budget? Is like when you go to the casino,
No,
I'm only
actually,
spending $50.
when I bring my daughters, my older daughters, I tell them you can buy anything you want as long as it's clothing.
Yeah, but they could legit find some vintage
Oh, yeah.
Chanel for
No, they
like
always get-
$700.
Yeah, you can. They have nothing expensive.
Not at the
there.
Salvation
But
Army.
there are a lot of-
There's nothing.
What if?
There's
said
nothing.
You'd be
What's soccer
surprised.
on?
There are a lot of collectors who are on that shit.
Yeah, they pick it pretty thoroughly. But I've gotten some treasures. I mean, the savers in Warwick, my daughter got a North Face winter coat. You know, the body length ones.
Oh, wow.
Those
And what did your
expensive ones.
other daughter get?
She got nothing. She was
Oh.
pissed off. Actually, the wife was pissed off because she was on the market to get one, looking around, you know, going like, I can't spend $300 on this jacket, and never would get it. And then all of a sudden, my other daughter found one, and she bought it for like $25. Well, I bought it for $25.
That
So
is a
back
slap
to
in
his
the face.
story
Yeah,
at the
so
Cumberland
flea
Flea
markets.
Market.
Yeah.
I got a $10
Dick.
desk chair,
Yep.
like state-of-the-art, high-class businessman desk chair.
Oh, leather, like really leather.
Not leather.
Like the banker, like the
Like-
CEO of the banker would have it,
Typical business, like
Like
almost.
that chair?
like this almost.
No.
Let me
like-
describe it. It's almost like an office temp for the Empire State Building, almost. You know, like it's got everything. You can lean back the back of it. You know, you can raise it up and down. You can like
Electric?
have the seat adjust.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
electric.
just levers.
Oh,
But
pneumatic.
honestly, I like the levers better.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is more. I got this one for free.
I pretty much
They
got
were,
mine.
they were throwing it away in the. That's the good part about living in
Really,
the
that's a
mill.
nice
Yes.
chair.
Yeah, it is.
I
free?
literally,
Free.
you want to know what I love doing? I love helping
Trash
people
day?
move.
What
Oh,
the?
I like trash day.
You guys,
Helping
anybody
people
looking
move?
for help?
Trash day? I gotta take out the trash. Fuck that.
No, I like
You love
driving
it?
around
'Cause
the
they- you
neighborhood
get-
when it's
why do you
trash
like to-
day.
Okay.
Why do you like to help people move?
I like helping people move
don't
because
want that.
We're gonna get a horn. So that way, when someone's talking,
Oh,
well, not everyone. Not everyone, I should say. Like with helping out a buddy move, like you know, like when like a friend moves or something like that. I just love doing that because one, most of the time they're moving out, like they're moving on their own and they're living in an apartment or something like that where they can't take everything with them. So you know they gotta get rid of it.
so my brother-in-law,
Me too.
they moved to out west. And they had two. I didn't get them. The other buddy got them. He got two kayaks.
kayaks are rad.
Shut up.
Really
He's talking.
nice.
It's all right.
And
It's
two-
all good.
All right, and two, like you're just with your buddies, you know. Like they'll give you a little something, nothing crazy. And honestly, it's not about that, but just about having a good time, making a day of it, you know. Like just
Yeah.
them buying you food, you know, getting you drunk, you know, getting you high, whatever.
See, I have a bad experience with moving. When I was a child, my aunts lived in Boston, and they would like to August. At the end of August, they'd move from
Hottest
like a
day.
4th floor to a 5th floor apartment.
Like
So,
with
In
those
the
spiral
same building?
staircases.
oh my god, no.
Okay,
No, like
maybe.
3 blocks away. Because why not? And I remember that, and like, I don't know. I don't mind helping people move because you know that's the thing to do with your friend. But I definitely wouldn't say I enjoy it. It's not a
I enjoy some of it.
yeah.
Yeah, I would do it, and there are times I do enjoy it. I'll tell you one time.
What's your biggest haul? You get a nice.
I got a couple of really good hauls. I just got a nice filing cabinet. But my favorite one was I was helping my friend move, and he had a younger brother. He was kind of autistic, and he just got a brand new mountain bike. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing with your old BMX bike?" By the way, it was a Haro. I don't know if you guys
Yeah, that's
are familiar
good.
with BMX bikes.
Yep.
It was a Haro. And he was like, "Yeah, you can have it if you want."
There you go. That's a
So
good
it's like,
find.
cool.
That's
I
worth
live-
probably $300, $400, $500.
Maybe
Oh shit.
maybe not that much, but I live about 3-4 blocks away.
Back in 1985.
No, that's it. Like for real. Like I have a friend. I'm about to get a 1984 Redline.
Holy shit.
It wasn't a red line. It was like
No,
it was a
Haros
low end.
Haros were better.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was
Yeah,
like,
it was a newer Haro.
oh, okay.
I had a
Still,
twin.
that's a good name.
Still, it's a good name brand.
That's
I put it
a
on
good
Craigslist.
quality thing.
The first person who contacted me came over, you know, with his truck. I think he lived in Chapatchit.
Yeah. I don't even know where it is, but I hear that.
It's always like those northwestern
Right.
towns in Rhode Island you can't pronounce.
You have no business being there.
It was only $100, so
Yeah.
No bullshit. He just gave me the $100. He brought the
Nice.
bike. Hey, like, have a nice day.
Yeah.
Because it was worth 300, like I said.
Just ran into him in the bar.
People don't
actually.
barter when they're like, this
Don't
fucking
be-
idiot.
don't
Yeah,
be
no,
outta here.
Take it. No backsies, no backsies.
Don't remember the parade.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just ran into him in the bar, actually.
Such an idiot.
And the funny thing about it was, I asked him if he still had it.
Yeah.
The buddy that he was with crashed it.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
At the bar.
That's
I was
hilarious.
Like, oh man, that was a horror.
How do you fuck up a bicycle? I fucked up a couple
Right.
bicycles, but
I've never crashed.
I fucked up a
Went
car.
over a ramp and broke my balls.
I popped tires before, but like
I've never crashed a bike.
I've like fucked it up to where like the handlebar was at an angle,
Yeah.
and you just put your knees between the wheel and just
put it
straighten
back.
it
Yeah,
out.
I snapped a frame doing jumping a creek, like BMX riding when I was a kid. I cracked down there. And I saw a kid do something similar. Remember those quarter pipe things? He went up and then the front tire hit the thing and the bike just snapped. Shit. Oh, the funniest bike crash I ever saw. Sorry to interrupt the stories, but I used to live on this big ass hill. This is back. I had this. I was a young lad, right? I'm in my 40s, so when I was a kid, my hand-me-down bike was this
Reagan
bike.
in office.
This yellow. Yeah, I remember that election. But it was a yellow bike with a big brown banana seat. It was that kind of bike, right?
I've seen pictures.
I've never really rode it that much. And this kid was it was like we lived on this big hill. And we were just kind of riding it all around, and he takes it for a ride and he freaking starts doing a wheelie down the hill. Watch this, and the front tire comes off the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
And like
Oh,
two
my
pedals
God.
later, he went digging right into it and ass over tea kettle a bunch of
Jesus.
times. That was the
When
most.
he's going fast.
Oh yeah, well the hill was. I don't know if you know like Manville, like the hills of Manville, like
Yeah, oh,
like
that one?
like they're not that big ass one, but
Oh,
like
geez.
the side
Yeah.
roads. I don't know. It was like a quarter-mile road, but it was probably I don't know what grade, but it's very like
Yeah.
like in
You would want a wheel
ride,
for
you
that.
could ride up on your bicycle on it at the
Yeah.
beginning of the day. At the end of the day, you were
Forget
walking
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
Or you were zigzagging. Fuck! All the way up there.
I think my worst bike accident involves sand.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh,
bitch.
I
ouch,
was
for sure.
Yeah.
going down
Corner.
I had like kind of like a slanted hill. It wasn't
Yeah.
like crazy, but we had a big hill, and when you go down that hill and you keep on going down the hill, you gain some speed. And this is early in the morning, like my buddies just got me out to go biking, and I was so tired, and I went up to this sand patch, slipped, scraped my entire left side.
Oh shit!
My handlebars just went like binding straight, so I couldn't like brace for impact.
Gnarly.
I literally looked like Two-Face, like the
Yeah,
whole
all the
left
skin
side of my
pieces.
body was like all
Did you have all
cut.
sand and stuff in
Yeah.
there
That's
too?
the
Oh, you
worst.
get all the little
Ugh.
pebbles and
It was
stuff.
some road rash.
God, nope, thank you.
So
Like
bad.
I didn't break anything, but like the just like
Road rash is so bad. I've had some gnarly bicycle crashes, and I used to ride motorcycles, and I've had some gnarly road rash, and it's the same road rash. It hurts the same. Your body doesn't know when you slide down the pavement off of a bicycle. It doesn't know the difference between that and a motorcycle.
Really?
Yeah, it's just as like I had a crazy crash, kind of like him, and I landed like this, and I had all like pebbles embedded into my palms and all in here, like they had to like be brushed out. And
I've had
and at least when you're on your motorcycle, you're doing like 70. It just all,
Yeah.
it just rips all the skin off, and the sand doesn't stay in.
To be fair, I have had quite a few like bicycle accidents in my day,
Yeah.
and always the worst, the most painful are your hands. You know,
Yeah. Oh,
right on the cement,
I know.
right on the pavement.
That's such a bad thing to do. That's like 101. How to fall.
But hey,
Don't put your hands
better
up.
that than your head. If you think about it, better that than your head.
I think you're supposed to tuck and roll.
Yeah,
we
take it
need
in
a
your
gnarly
shoulder.
skateboarder,
Tuck and roll,
BMX
or
guy in
like
here to
stop,
teach us.
drop and
Horseback
roll,
rider.
sort of.
I haven't been on a bike since maybe a year ago, and then before that, maybe 20 years before that.
Yeah.
It was rollerblades was my medicine.
Fruit boots.
Yeah, rollerblades.
Fruit boots.
I used to
I used to love rollerblades all the time, right up until someone said fruit boots, and I never fucking wore them after that.
I
I've
remember
never
that
heard
video game Aggressive Inline.
Yeah.
It was like they tried to compete with Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
It was cool and all. Like it was like the hardcore, like
Yeah.
T-rated, like Tony Hawk, like underground,
crazy music.
shit like that.
Right. But here's the problem with skates
That was
versus
it.
like skateboarding and bicycles. They're attached to you, right? So you would do it Like you see people like skate for like half an hour, and then they're like jumping over these big ass things because they're just jumping because they're athletic, right? Like it takes a lot to jump a skateboard or a bicycle over something, and so
as opposed to skates.
Right.
And plus, like, at the same time, if you're going down a hill or something like that, like, if you're on a skateboard or a bike and you're about to hit something, you can always bail.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rode, my buddies up in Situate, my cousin, actually. We actually rode down, we went sledding down a car hood. He had an old
Oh my God, that's redneck. You might be a redneck. Yeah,
Yeah.
you go sledding on a car hood. That's awesome.
You might be a redneck. But
Did you wax it first at least?
a little bit. I was pretty young, but
I never got into skateboarding.
I could only do things with two wheels: biking, scooters.
Have a doorbell?
Did you hear somebody?
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing.
Keep talking. Sorry.
No.
All right.
Yeah. So bikes and scooters. I could never really skateboard or
Yep.
like.
Yeah, I was
I
never
just got
coordinated
learning.
for that.
Yeah, I could just learn how to ice skate, but
I hated ice skating. I hated it.
Really?
I've gone ice skating like 5-6 times. I've bought 2 pairs of ice skates in my life,
Yeah.
and had, with every intention. Oh, this is great! I'm gonna ice skate, and I never ice skate ever again.
I used to be really good at rollerblading, and then back when I was in high school, I was awesome at it, and I loved it. And then I did not do it for quite a long time. And I was like, I know what I'm going to do to lose weight. I'm going to go back to rollerblading.
And then you
Such a
fell.
terrible idea.
It's not. You
Fall
just have
once,
to. You just
though.
have to
I know. But like, I was just like, this is going to be so easy. I love it. And I didn't even think about how fucking hard and awful that was going to be.
And I never bought any pads or anything that were, any kind of, the wrist pads, the knee pads. I never bought any of that. I just was just careful. And then the one wipeout you have.
what are you gonna do?
The one wipeout, you're done.
Yeah. That's certainly
Especially
no fun.
when you're at this fucking age.
I had something similar. Like I used to when we were in high school. Pete and I went to high school, and like I used to in my neighborhood. Everyone had bikes, and I used to like when I was 8th grade, 7th grade summer, like when they first came out. Like that's all I freaking did.
Yeah.
And I used to go everywhere with it, and I was pretty fast on that shit. So I was, and then I was also before that did roller skating, and then I did roller skating after that. So I've always been able to skate. And then fast forward like 10 years, I moved to North Carolina. Same thing like you. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose some weight,
Nobody asked you.
and I'm gonna lose some weight. So I decided to get a pair of rollerblades, with no pads or anything, and hit the bike path. And I'm coming down this hill. Right now, you can hear me. It picked me up. But I'm coming down this hill, and it's like an S turn. And I'm picking up speed, and I'm like, oh no. And then right at the bottom of the hill where it kind of swoops up to go back up the hill, there was all these roots from a tree that were going across the path. So it was like 4 speed bumps
Should have
right
timed
in a row.
it just right and jumped.
I know, I should have.
Yeah, should have.
I should have, yeah. So, I lost control, went up, and I slammed my ass on the ground so bad that there was a bruise from the top of my ass cheek all the way to the top of my knee. And it was
damn.
it was worse than like one of the motorcycle accidents that I had with the bruises and stuff. It was nuts.
You know, like those dads that are always like with their infants, like in the strollers, and they're on rollerblades, so they're going like wicked fast.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah,
Never
but-
have?
I've seen those jogging. But are they pushing those jogging things? The jogging strollers?
Yeah, picture those jogging strollers, right? But instead they have roller skates on.
That sounds safe.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like the best idea.
What do you
As
think
soon
of
as,
that?
like, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Well, I get worried about. So I see a lot of the dads on bikes towing the children in my area. Like I live in this super granola crunchy area, so they're all on bikes.
I had a trailer for my son.
Of course you did. Says the man wearing Crocs.
It was awesome. Crocs are amazing. We mock what we don't understand. I mean, that's what we do.
That's why I mock everything.
Burn.
Alright, should we get to our
Yeah, all right.
first topic?
So why not? What time we got here? How long have we been rambling on?
Like a half hour.
This is. Oh, hasn't been going. No, no, it's
Not again.
All right. So
All right.
Alex,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
About a year. Almost a year consistently.
A year consistently. So you started at 24.
Yeah.
When did you know that it was something you wanted to do?
Well,
Well, make better choices.
The first thing I got into was acting. I was
yeah?
going to get into acting. I got into acting. I really liked acting.
Okay.
And then
Okay, we're back. We paused for a slight moment. The dogs were barking. We had to quiet them down.
Whisper, I yell.
Okay, where were you? We're asking Alex how long he's been doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
He's a young open micer for the most part.
yeah,
Just hit
overall,
pause. They're gonna hear it. Like it's gonna be seamless. So you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
you're
edit
gonna-
this out.
Oh, not really.
Yeah.
Splice
we were
it
mumbling.
together.
So let's start right now.
We were mumbling.
Ready?
We were mumbling. We were mumbling.
overall,
All right.
I've been doing comedy for about a year. Like I said, I first got into acting, and then when I got into acting, the class that I was in, one of the classmates was going to do a stand-up comedy class. Actually, a comedy class that was a comedy class
Now where
that
was this?
involved acting. It was at the GAM Theater in Pawtucket.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I started out with acting, did a little bit of comedy in that. Then I
What
got
kind
out
of
to
acting? Like a theater or?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Were you trying to do like?
I was talking about like how my wife is so dumb, and I'm a judge, and I'm pretty much just a sugar daddy to her, and she's just an idiot, and just
so, like,
bitching to someone about it.
So did you do like any plays or anything? Like, or you just
No.
kind of was just fucking around?
No, just
It's
fucking
like a
around.
workshop.
That's cool.
It was like a 5-10 minute play, nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Then I got into acting with comedy. It was a monologue that I had to do with a buddy of mine, and I was some person who lost my wife, and that he came up to me and like would literally stalk my wife like on the bus, like he'd follow her on the bus, like they were acquaintances, but he was just like out to fucking lunch. And by the end, I just dished him out in front of everyone at the funeral.
Wait, there was a funeral?
Yeah,
It's comedy. It's funny.
It's a comedy.
My wife died. My wife died.
Oh man.
Oh, right.
He's
Wife,
telling.
sorry, I forgot about the dying part.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
caught
so-
up in the stalking part.
But yeah, so then someone that was also in the class, he wasn't my partner, but he was also a teacher, and he did quite a bit of acting, and he also did comedy. And he was doing a stand-up comedy class, and I decided to take it, and a few of my other classmates were in there, like my buddy Nick, but there were a bunch of other ones, like there were a bunch of other ones that you got to meet, and then like you got to the spectrum where like, you know, you find out about the open mics, and you know, you just take it from there. You
That's cool.
did your first show, and it was a good time. I was the very first show. It was like back in October 2016.
Were you
Okay.
terrified?
I was the first, so I was just like shit my pants, and I was like, okay, let's get this over with.
How did you prepare for that? How did you come up? Do you just like have jokes running through your head all the time, or did you have to sit down and think about it? Did you get advice, or?
I did it on a story, actually, and I just did the story. I wrote the story down, and what I wrote down, I would just memorize.
What was the story?
About how one day I showed up to work drunk. It was okay. It wasn't that good.
Did you get
It
some
was alright.
laughs?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what
We
I
didn't
was
have to
going,
keep
right?
I was
going,
happy
right?
because this was the first one. I was the first one too. So,
Tell us about your worst bomb.
which one?
I don't
Was
know.
there one that was like that? I mean, has there been one that was like, oh fuck, what am I doing, man?
Or your favorite bomb?
Or was it every time like that? Because it could be.
I guess if you're, I mean,
You did a good job last night. We
Yep.
saw him. I went to see him last night. That's what I was gonna talk. Yeah, I'm out grocery shopping. Gonna start this diet. It's like, hey, what are you doing right now? I'm like, grocery shopping. Want to come to the show? I'm like, all right, I guess. So what is it? Because what do you have to? Is that Comedy Central on Sunday night? What's the showcase called? It's the same guy, John Parada, that runs the pub on Park that we go to.
He ran the show last night.
Yeah.
There are a few other people who run Sunday night shows.
Yeah.
There aren't always necessarily maybe once or twice a month tops. It's not like a weekly thing. And
Right.
that's the hard part about bringers. Honestly, I'm beginning to learn that it's not only just it's not always just about like making sure you're funny, but like there are a lot of shows that are necessarily called bringers.
So yeah, so tell us how that works. So yeah, you called me. You're like, you need a couple more people. So what is it like? We'll put you on, but you got to bring X amount of people.
No
Oh,
kidding.
right,
I never
bringers,
realized. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to bring like a minimum of 4 people,
Okay.
and
to get up on stage.
Yeah, and the hardest part is getting people there because
Right.
you can't control people. Like, there are times where literally you can tell like 10, 12 people, and everyone just cancels. Everyone can't make it.
Oh,
Like, there are
that
a lot
sucks.
of people.
Oh, we don't even want to go on a tangent with that with the flaky ass people of today. And it's not just millennials; it's all across the fucking
Yeah,
board.
for sure.
There's just the I don't give a fuck itis. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do at the whim of whatever I want to do. And fuck anyone that I've ever made plans with. Other than that, I don't really have strong feelings on that particular subject.
I have a two flakes and you're out rule with clients at this point. Like you bail on me twice in a row, and you are now way down on the totem pole, man. I'm sorry.
Not you. She's talking about someone.
Oh, thank you.
Clients.
All right, so the bringers on. Right, so now do they pay you for that to go up for that night, or just to go up in front of that many people and like a real audience to work your stuff out, something like that? Is that like the next stage?
Seems genius setup for the freaking place.
It
though.
varies.
It's genius.
It
Yeah.
varies. There are some people that pay you. There's some people that don't. I mean, I'd say just your average, your best night, like, will just cover your tab for the night.
So
Okay.
if you've made
Maybe
actual
buy
money,
dinner.
you've made actual money doing this.
Not much. Really not much.
Like $50 a night or $20 a night.
Maybe like 20 some odd bucks.
Okay.
Maybe.
But still-
think
Well,
the
I mean,
most
it's
I made was, like,
so I don't know.
55.
I've watched a bunch of the
Those
TV shows and stuff, so I'm pretty much an expert on the matter now, right? So,
Yeah.
so basically, how I understand it. So I know I'm just kidding, but what is it like? It's you start off like open mic, and then you start up, then you do what you do. You try to get the bringers on, and then as your act develops, then they start paying you, and it starts getting a little bit like that. Is that the transition, or how does it work?
Like hosts get paid, don't they?
Yeah, hosts get paid, but I'm not really there yet myself. I mean,
Is
that's
that-
pretty much how it goes. Like, you gotta, it's a lot of marketing. Like,
It's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of motion
marketing.
stuff.
It's a lot of
Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you do any of that? Do you do any of that stuff? That's tough. I'm bad at that.
I'm getting into that. Getting into it.
It's so obnoxious.
It's like, I can't do like those live videos. Like, I always
Yeah.
like fuck up. Like, I just did my first one. It was so basic. Like, hey, you better be in my comedy show. You know, yada yada.
Next
Comedy
Sunday
Connection.
night, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Be there. You know, that was it.
That's not a bad idea.
Basic. I've seen some people promote like crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, there is such a thing as over promoting. There are some people.
I don't know if there is. So here's the. Melissa and I talk about this because we're dog trainers. We have a business of doing that, and what we find is the people that are best at the social media, the marketing, and the self promotion are
The
the
worst trainers.
dog trainers out there. They're just good at selling themselves
Yeah.
and being shticky.
You have
Yeah.
some people like that.
Yeah,
You know, there are a lot of people you run into no matter what you do, whether it's acting, whether it's comedy. You're always going to run into those people that they're like, do you know who I am? Like,
Nope.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some
Really
people
care.
are just much better at selling themselves than
Yeah.
others,
You just
regardless
gotta-
of actual talent.
Don't like. I don't really hate on anyone really in comedy. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, it's all
Is
all business, nothing personal.
Are people friendly, or are they kind of cutthroat, or some people
Does it get
douchey, some
cliquey?
people are
Here and
cool?
there.
You find your clique of people.
It's here and there. Like, you find your buddies, you find
Yeah.
your people. Like, you hear stories about people and stuff like that.
Who do you hang like at the pub on Park? Who do you kind of hang out with?
I'm really on my own at the public
Yeah.
park. Like, I get in the comedy aspect, and I just like sit in the front row.
Yeah. With Scurvy Dog, is that more your home base? That's where you feel more comfortable?
Not necessarily. I'm still trying to find that mojo, but
Yeah. Is those now? Do you go to any other open mics? You kind of do the one a night thing, or you just basically do the Monday nights?
there's a few. There's some that are bi-weekly. There are some that are weekly. There are some that are even like once a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to the Wicked Inn in Providence. That's usually on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Every other night. I've been to the Salon. That's in Providence on Eddy Street. That's Thursday nights. Like, I've been to them all. I try to moderate.
around.
Go about. Like, I don't really like avoid ditch an open mic. Like, I'll go like.
How many do you
reviews.
try to get to a week?
I try to do at least once.
At least one.
Once a week.
That sounds like so much hard work.
Yeah.
You're putting in so much effort into this, and I mean, obviously, like, I'm not bashing it. It's just amazing. Like, it's so much more than just somebody's hobby. Like, this is what you want to be. This is what you want to do.
Well, those open mics, that's like your practice court. That's the only. It's not like you can go to the gym and work out. You gotta go to the open mic and work out. You know. Or like if you play the guitar, you could go in the back room and freaking rock it out and play some shit. You're not gonna go, hey, fucking 2 people walk into a bar. Like it doesn't work that way. You gotta get in front of people.
It's not like you can find a tutor either. Like
with an open mic.
No, it seems like everyone's different and you have to kind of find your own way. And that's what I'm having such a hard time with. I can't figure out how to do the thing.
That's really it. You gotta find your way. Yeah. Like I remember there were people that told me like the most important thing is you gotta know that you're funny.
Right.
You gotta have self-confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You don't necessarily have to be cocky. There's a whole lot of things, but like
it's all
a
lot of it's confidence.
Have to know you're funny, and you have to find your own way.
Yeah.
Right. Like it is. It's hard. I mean, I can't really say like there are some nights where it's just like there's a really tough crowd, especially in the open mics. Like, there are times where you're just with comedians alone.
Like every time it seems.
And they're like, yeah, I heard that joke.
Except for
before,
me and these 2 losers.
That's right. We were the only audience that entire fucking
three losers in Amsterdam comedy. It's like
a month ago, we went to the pub on Park, and we were like the only audience members. I think that night.
I feel like when I go to the open mics. I've been trying to go to Monday night once. I don't have a whole lot of time. Like I have a lot of irons in the fire. I got fucking all the dog shit here and all kinds of stuff, literally and figuratively, and all kinds of other stuff going on.
We'll get to the dating.
So I want to, So I want to at least, do one night. So that's one of the motivators behind this podcast. It's gonna at least one night a week. It's gonna put me in this mode of starting thinking about funny things and all that stuff, and then hopefully I'm gonna get like an act going. She went up. Did you see her?
Stop it! Can we not talk about that?
He's got something
dared
going.
Me.
I got a good.
He's ready to go. But I have another friend, Dan. My friend Dan. He's been having bad luck. He's had to work every Monday night. I'm trying to get him to get over here. But he actually went up twice on Pub on Park. And,
I have a guest spot on a Funny for Fun show in August.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you do the Funny for Funs, make sure it's clean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the rules.
Yeah, the cleaner you are, the more gigs you get.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to that realization. There are.
You gotta be clean, huh? Yeah.
It's
no hard. So I think it depends. Like, what you. All right. So what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
The corporate stuff.
At this point, I have a whole lot of things going on, but I'm
where
not
do you,
sure.
comedy wise, where do you see this taking you? Where would you like to like a realistic kind of path, where you just kind of.
I'm kind of going with the flow, going where the wind takes me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
that's cool.
Like obviously, I don't want to give it up. It's like whether it's a hobby, whether I want to go full time, whatever. But
plus, I mean, everybody can fit one day a week. 2 hours, 1 hour. At least once a week, most likely. Yeah. If you don't have a wife and kids and you're not married and all that,
yeah, you got to develop a hobby. Like some people like.
It's true.
It's like.
It's a good vent.
Yeah.
To let the steam off.
If you like it, you gotta make time for it sometimes.
That's what I say to when I drink. Like, if you like it, you gotta make fucking time for it. Be dedicated.
Right. I think it's a little. You have to dedicate that time because you have to develop muscles that aren't really there, right? So like, I can get into a flow state and be funny with my friends and all that kind of stuff. But then when I sit down to try to write something, it's like I'm fucking at a vending machine, like, or even when I like write things down, I don't know, like I'm not in that mode enough, and I haven't done enough, so the muscles aren't there, so it's like super hard to get into that mindset and process to kind of write jokes and all that kind of stuff. So. Do you have a process to do that, or do you have a carry a notebook, or you just write?
Do you get drunk ahead of time?
Not necessarily. It could be anything. It could be in my phone. It could be in notebooks. It could be in my head. It could stick in my head.
So when something pops up, you just kind of take out your phone and write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Or do you like every day at 2 a.m. sit down and gonna fucking write? No, not like that.
I need to be inspired. I can't.
Exactly.
Whatever I have.
Hey, you never know.
Whatever I have to be inspired on the spot. Like I see some fat woman with shit rolling down her leg or something in line at Walmart.
That happened
I'm inspired. Like I write this down. I just made that up on the fly.
Story that happened.
Well
like,
done.
Someone that who's fucking batshit crazy. Like someone you met like any encounter you have, any story you have, like you can turn that into something.
Yeah.
You can write something down.
You gotta write it down quickly or you lose
But
it.
that's
Well,
true too.
so
Yeah, I've lost a
speaking-
lot, yeah.
You know
Some
what I
gold.
would like to hear about as far as funny stories go is Ryan's current dating status.
Oh man.
You want me to hit pause on the recording?
Let's hear it.
No, all right. So
Pause. You want this on the public internets?
We're not judging.
no, I don't know if I should talk about this right now.
We'll wait. We'll wait until 3 more beers, folks.
It was your topic.
All right. So no, I'm not going to talk about it right now.
All right,
Move
fine. Well,
along.
listen, we'll talk about. So, I mean, we do want to talk
We'll
about
settle
dating,
that at the
though.
public part.
So
Yeah.
we have somebody here in there who is 25. We have myself who is 34-ish, and then we've got you two fuckers.
Oh,
who are
jeez.
40,
I am
40.
42, and I've
Yes.
been married for
We're the same age.
19 years now, almost.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, right.
Very happily.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
He
you
put
two
his
were in
hand
a
on
rough
me, and he was like very
spot.
happy.
But he's been drinking a lot.
Yeah. I stopped. My rosacea on my cheeks are going away. I've slowed down the drinking. I only try to keep it on Saturday nights and Sunday nights, or mostly Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Sunday nights. Because I
This
intend
is
on just
Monday.
doing Fridays and Saturdays.
But this is
But
Monday.
Sunday, yeah. I try to drink only on Fridays and Saturdays, but Sundays, come 5 o'clock, the anxiety creeps in. Like, oh fuck Monday, oh
Right.
fuck Monday, and that anxiety just comes. And I don't,
So we
Me
started
too.
talking a little bit earlier about the differences between 20-ish
oh yeah, let's get more
and
than that.
40-ish. So we were talking about a typical hangout night, right? So
Okay.
So Mr. Alex is like, oh, it's my hangout is way different. Yours. He's like, what do you do? I don't know, sit around and smoke weed. That's kind of what I do.
Sounds similar.
I don't know if it's bad for him or bad for me. Probably both.
Well,
My typical.
Depends. It depends. Like I really necessarily don't have friends my age.
No?
They're either like 2 years younger than me or 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
oh no, honey, that's friends your age.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This isn't
friends
high
your
school.
age.
I understand that's like a lifetime in high
That's
school,
moderate.
but
No.
I've come to the conclusion. Sadly, I've come to the conclusion. I'm 42, and I think I have the mentality of a 15-year-old.
well, I was gonna say 14. Just we have
14.
cooler toys.
No, my kids. I have an 18 and a 16.
And they're like,
And they have
"Look,
a friend. He's a boy. He came home a few times, and he's only in 10th grade. And we went to the beach or something like that. And I'm just talking to him like, "Do you realize you're more mature than me?" You don't
You're
have to.
saying this to
Everybody
your
has to
kids.
fucking be quiet as soon as I say
Right?
that.
Yeah. Well, that's
Make
a
me
shocking
uncomfortable.
statement.
Is it shocking?
We just
You're
don't
saying this
know
to a
what
14-year-old
to
boy?
do
Yeah.
with that.
No, I don't think it was 14. Maybe it was 15.
15, maybe it was
Yeah.
15.
I mean,
more mature.
okay, so don't split hairs.
I don't know if
I don't know
I don't
about
know,
maturity.
I mean,
Like I could go and buy a house, and he couldn't with the maturity level and maintain the payment.
that's just
Because
'cause-
he's 15.
That's right. God damn it. You know, I can make a better decision. Financial decision than him. You know, what
That's
should
because you made
I
several
buy
bad
this
ones.
lease out? Should I do the 6-year payment? Should I do the 7? Should I take the time to do extra
I'm sorry.
financing on this car
This
instead of
this is how you're
Financing.
differentiating yourself
Absolutely.
from a 15-year-old.
That's right.
Now, why did you think that he is
Just-
more mature than you?
Because I can laugh about anything.
Give us a
I
nugget.
can't think of anything right now.
That's
But
amazing.
just
Dad jokes.
Just like my immaturity that I could laugh at.
You didn't,
Like I
you didn't
could-
show him the mouse.
No, I did not do that.
God.
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
No, but just I could just.
So our first podcast.
We don't need to rehash that story.
No, we don't. It's episode 1, folks.
Yeah.
Go back to episode 1.
We need to move forward in this podcast.
New material.
All right.
It's not
We're still
material.
on dating, bitch.
No,
Reality.
I don't want to talk about dating. We're talking about
The difference
20s
in
versus
hanging out.
30s. That's dating.
Okay, differences
Well-
20s and 30s. I mean, excuse me, 40s. 20s and 40s.
And no,
All right.
fuck you, 30s.
What's the difference?
I'm not giving up the ghost yet, dick.
I don't know if I'm any different than 30 from 40, though.
You don't count in this conversation because you were married at 15.
22, I think I was married. I think 22.
And because you didn't
Oh,
have a
wait.
document at 15, you weren't
23.
married?
Right?
He married his high school sweetheart, so
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
null and
Yeah.
void.
I'm damaged
He's never
goods.
had to.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
I'm damaged goods in
none
this.
of this quality.
Okay, fine. I'll chime in and make fun of you all. Then.
Thank you. That's better.
Go on.
All right, so
Continue.
we figured out what a quiet night home, right? What's a crazy night for one of you crazy millennials?
For Alex, the 25-year-old.
Amazing.
Let's make it
See, there's
easy.
so
What did
many,
you
the
do?
thing is,
Easy?
it's so many exciting things. He's
You
having a
can't
hard
pick
time
one.
nailing it down.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so many
Like,
boobs with
yeah.
tassels swinging around and
Well, plus he has to pick one that we
Chocolate.
understand. Like,
flying, shooting out of anuses.
Right.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Or maybe the silly string coming from other places. I don't know.
Right.
Some pillow fights.
Trying to find lactating moms in one socket. You know, what is it? Leche de Libre. No, that's Dolce. Dolce. No, is it Dolce? No.
Leche de Dolce?
Yeah, no, the
La biblioteca.
the League of La Leche, the League of La Leche or something. It's like a women uniting, Spanish women uniting to enhance breastfeeding.
Now that's a fucking party. See, this is why we're friends.
I don't remember. I remember seeing a sign in like 20 years ago on a socket on the side on a phone pole.
Phone pole.
oh my god, I'm laughing my fake lashes off.
And it was,
Like, I can't even
Yeah,
handle
they're
this.
hanging off.
It was a La Leche La Ligue or something.
You were kind of like the kid on the missing kid on the back of the milk carton.
Me?
He is.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've had some people like some of my friends. They have full-time jobs. They have families. It's hard to actually
Really?
get to hang out with them.
Yeah.
But when we do, we just go crazy. It's like
What is that, like Cosmos for everybody?
like drinking to the point where the sun doesn't go down, it rises.
What are you guys drinking?
Fuck that. I'm too old.
Oh, I drank like that the other day. I lost
Mostly
a whole
beers.
day and a half afterwards, and I was in such a
Did you really?
depressive state. Oh my god, it was horrible. I can't drink. I was
Are you
drinking
serious?
Red Bull. Yeah, I was drinking
Fuck
at the
Red Bull.
I
Cripman.
can't tell.
I was drinking at the Cripman Motorcycle Club.
Jesus.
You know the one that got raided by the feds. Yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
And I was drinking Red Bull and whiskey until 5 in the morning.
Oh
And
my god.
Wow.
I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
Not at this
no,
age.
How's that for fucking? Is that wild?
That's pretty wild.
With fucking outlaw bikers?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a story?
He does not
Do you want to
look
hear about my
impressed.
Friday night and how I'm 42 and I
No,
went?
he's talking.
Okay, fine.
So what's a
Continue,
crazy? What's a
Alex.
crazy night for Mr. Alex?
Crazy night is fuck if I know.
Does it involve Domino's?
No.
Chinese?
Fuck
Do you go out to
Domino's.
dinner at a
Big
time?
corporations. That's
Do you
what we're
order
talking
in?
about. Big
So it's a Friday
corporations.
night. You have a
Fuck
buddy over or whatever.
I can't
Do you
stand
order?
Domino's.
Do you
It's
go somewhere?
so
Do you order in? Do you get beers? What do you do? Do you play? Do you play?
go
Do you
to
have a video
strip
game?
club? Do you fuck
All right,
mad
let's slow it
bitches?
down. Let's,
Like,
let's reel it in, guys. Let's give him a
Do you
second.
fuck bitches?
Where do you?
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
start off with where do you hang out? So you live in East Greenwich. So where do you hang out? You hang out in bars in East Greenwich?
Mostly at open mics.
Open
Like
mics?
a lot of them are bars.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are bars, and
So-
drunk people.
You
But
hang out
involves
with other
going out.
comics.
yeah. I hang out with my friends. I hang out with really whomever. I have a whole wide.
What's your favorite drink? What do you go to besides
beers.
Blue Moon?
Beers.
What?
what is?
IPAs.
IPAs.
Oh.
That's
IPAs.
exactly the beer I told you about that I fucking hate.
What IPAs?
IPAs. Any
think
kind of
they're good.
IPAs, I hate them all.
I hated
What
them
do you
at
like for
first.
beer
I
anyway?
hate all IPAs. I just
It's
hate
an
'em.
acquired taste. I hated them first, and then I'm like,
Maybe.
oh, these are terrible. Let me get another one. And then I'm like, oh, these are. Now all the other, and the thing is, like all other beers taste like weak and wimpy. Compared to, no, I need a double because you get a double IPA. They put it in a fancy glass, and it's got like a
Yeah.
lot more alcohol, like 8-9%.
Do they really?
Yeah,
they've-
8-9%,
I hate IPAs.
sometimes 12-15%.
Yeah, even that.
15?
Yeah, for sure.
For
And they
a
come in like a sniff, like a fancy.
Oh, I had one with you
Weird
that day.
glass with the
Yeah,
stem.
whatever the hell that was. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
that was. It was pretty good, actually. That was respectable.
I drink hard cider.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you drink hard
Melissa
cider.
doesn't like flavors.
Now, what else you drink besides just hard cider? That's it?
Water.
No. Moscato.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. There's no booze in that. There's no booze.
Oh
You
my
don't
god,
do
I
like,
have a headache and I just shit myself.
Wait a minute.
Just
Right.
thinking about drinking.
Wait a minute.
Cider.
You don't
with
do
the
like-
Moscato back.
You don't do like vodka with
No,
like
I
some
know,
kind of
I
Sprite?
know. I'm
No.
so cliche.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Like
ridiculous.
Moscato is
No,
just
if I'm
sugar.
gonna drink liquor, I actually still drink Malibu. I know,
Oh, wow.
it's ridiculous.
And you think you act like a 14-year-old.
Right. My wife and me, we
You
graduated
drink like a
Malibu.
high schooler.
We got a Malibu 20 years ago.
Let's talk about, hey, so what's your favorite pizza, psycho?
Domino's.
Pineapple.
Do you know where that came
pineapple?
Hawaiian, not pineapple. Do you know where Hawaiian pizza comes from? I saw it on a fucking on Facebook
Where?
thing, so it's got to be
Florida?
true. Fucking Canada. Your favorite bullshit pizza comes from. That's why you don't put that crap on pizza. They don't know what the fuck they're doing up there.
I love Hawaiian so much.
She doesn't eat any flavors. Like you go out to eat, what do you want? Chicken fingers and fries.
Right.
That grilled cheese at the pub on Park was so good.
So yummy!
Oh my
There was
God.
2 flavors. So many flavors. Just all 2 of them in my mouth at the same time.
That's funny. Where's hold on.
I accept
Yeah,
that I'm
could I have one,
ridiculous.
please?
I know.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Listen, I'm a fairly badass
It's like, oh,
chick
you want to
in
go
a
to this
lot of
awesome
ways.
restaurant? Do they have lemon pepper chicken? Fuck.
That's funny, dude. You know what's funny? When my daughters were growing up, and they have very basic tastes also.
You got
They'll
it.
eat hot dogs and
Like a 14-year-old, right?
mac and cheese.
Yeah. Oh, that's a staple.
Oh, God.
It's so good. You have the mac and the cheese. 2 more flavors.
So my daughter, one of the daughters, she got invited to go to out to dinner with this new boy, with his family for his birthday,
Thank you.
and they went out for hibachi.
Ooh.
So my daughter, that only eats chicken tenders and like 3 other
That's
things,
dangerous for her.
She only had white rice that night, and the
No.
entire fucking family stared at her.
She could have at least had
That's
the
your daughter, right?
chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I make my kid eat stuff. Like you're gonna try it. And you at least gotta try it. You got to try, even if you don't like something, you gotta try it every once in a while. You
I
gotta
do.
keep
So
things
I
going.
do
Not
that.
you. So I was looking at you,
Shut
and I was saying you, but I promise I was not talking directly at you.
Don't confuse me.
Sorry, I'm not good at communicating with people.
No, I do try stuff fairly regularly, but no matter how hard I try, I'm still so pathetic. My palate is, you can't even call it a palate. It's a plate.
It's a watercolor set.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a crayon is what it is. It's terrible.
My new thing is that we've been going to Trader Joe's, and I try one new thing there.
That's a
Trader
really.
In the frozen food
That's
section.
very exciting.
In the frozen food section, I try to get one new thing. Like, oh,
The
here's
life
some,
on the edge.
here's some Chinese food in a bag, orange flavored, yada yada.
Sweetheart, is your middle name Suburbs?
You goddamn right.
Suburbs.
Goddamn right. I'll wait for that Amazon Prime 2 hour to come.
I've never
Bear
shopped
in
at
mind,
Trader
you're wearing a
Joe's.
Hawaiian shirt.
I've walked through one, but I've
You
never
never bought anything,
purchased
Jason?
anything
I've
from.
walked by one.
I feel like it's, I don't know, like
They sell bananas by
I feel
the
like it's
each.
all just food that's going to get me fatter than I already am there.
Yeah,
Trader
and they're
Joe's?
sleepers. They are sleepers.
Like everything's fattening, I feel.
Yeah.
Like any kind of mixy, delicious thing is going to
good
be
there.
make me fat. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel it's good, but
Everything's good.
I can't have shit like that in my, because everything is single serving,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, this bag, that's done.
Yeah.
I eat like a wood chipper.
Most of it is all most of the stuff there, it's all natural. It's got the good ingredients.
I
in
eat
there.
until it's done. I'm a clean plate club guy.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Right.
I clean other people's plates too.
Yeah, I do too.
You see, I tried that, and then people get mad at me when you're at bars.
I do that too.
You can eat that?
So fun fact, Aldi
All these y'all.
owns Trader Joe's, my friend.
No shit. I like Trader Joe's a hell of a lot more than Aldi's.
It's the same fucking place.
It is, but it's not.
I went to Aldi's yesterday. They have like 8 things,
I don't like the meat at Aldi's.
and I like 2 of them.
I never buy the
And
meat
then
at
I
Aldi's.
gotta buy a bag and they're gonna go off to the side
Rent the cart.
and put it in the bag on the weird, awkward shelf.
The meat at Aldi's is too sweaty looking every time.
Too
I
what
want
looking?
sweaty looking.
Sweaty looking.
Oh,
Do you know like the
ew.
plastic wrap they got on it? It's
Yeah.
got the condensation on the top of it, like inside of it, and then it's refrozen every fucking time I go.
Oh, that ain't right.
And it's just off-putting. So I don't like sweaty meat at
Solid
Aldi's.
point.
Yet, never mind.
Right. Never mind. There's a bidet joke in there somewhere too.
Is there
There's
enough
definitely
time
a
for Pete to now talk about summer heat, the AC, and his sweaty balls?
Yes, I am. We were
'Cause
trying
that
to think
would
of
be the perfect
topics,
segue.
Yeah, perfect.
and I was horrified at the lack of air conditioning in the room that we're in right now.
Right now here?
Right now, oh my god, I'm ready to die.
Are you
Is that
really?
what-
Dude, I am a goddamn piece of veal.
Oh my
I've been
god.
outside all day, so
Not
I've
me.
been out in
I've been in a
the
cold
weather.
basement all day, all week. No, since last week I think. No, I went. I
Oh,
came
that's
up.
right, because that's where your bidet is.
Yeah. No,
It is at 70.
You're $50 a day.
this is going to be part of my stand-up routine. I got a whole entire like 10 minutes on this.
All right, let's hear it.
But I don't have the actual act.
Whatever, just talk it.
Here
Keep
we go.
going.
But anyway, I was raised like a veal. This is a stolen joke from somebody though. Actually, I think.
Oh,
It's
I'm
okay to
pretty
steal
sure that's-
premises, not jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
Give
okay.
credit for credit is due.
So I grew up in the suburbs. There, we had an in-ground pool, like a giant one in-ground pool. And as soon as my parents put the air conditioners in, we never went to the in-ground pool. I'm trying to. There's no joke in here, actually. I'm just telling a story. So
It could be.
It could be. So, yeah. So we had three days a week. I had sirloin steak tips on the grill, in-ground pool.
So good.
We had air conditioning, and
Dude, you really are Mr. Suburbs.
and then I got married, and I never bought sirloin steak again because I realized how expensive it was, and I never have steak ever. But so anyway, fast forward, I got central air conditioning 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Had it installed. It's the best money I ever spent in my entire.
What does it
career.
cost? What does that shit cost? Like $4,000, $5,000?
I think it was like $3,000.
Okay.
I think it was
Not
$3,000.
that bad.
I
It's
live
worth
on
it.
a single layer
Yeah, it
house,
depends.
single layer ranch,
Yeah.
and the guy literally comes in with 5 guys, and he has it all installed in a matter of 3 hours.
Wow.
Not to mention,
It's freakishly fast.
Not to mention, it's also a great resale value.
You're goddamn right. You get 100% your money back. Whether that thing's ready to fucking explode or it's running in tip-top shape.
25-year-old comes in,
Right.
comes in clutch, see? Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
make
yeah,
I
right.
think
money.
you're more mature than we are.
You make your money back. It's so true. I
It's
literally
like
had this
if you
con-
fix your
Oh my God.
bathroom,
I
every set
literally
comes
had
back.
this conversation yesterday with my neighbor who's renovating her house, and we're saying, "Oh, you could blow this wall out and eat that closet up, but it will detract from the value of the house because you can lose a closet."
Oh, yeah. It's no longer a bedroom. If you don't have a closet
That's
in
true.
a room,
Oh,
it's not.
forget
It's a
it. Yeah,
study.
yeah.
It's not a bedroom.
No, God forbid if you have more than if you have less than 2 bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
got
that's
one
a
and a half.
Life.
I got 1.5. That's all I got, man.
son of a bitch.
Right?
You can
Living
have
like
more
a
than
goddamn
me.
animal.
Same way.
But
Only one
here's-
bidet.
But here you go. Here's the second.
He's
here's
gonna
the-
order another.
You can't
I'm
have
getting
leather
one.
couches until you have central air conditioning because when you sit on them, you're extra. Yes, exactly.
That is the exact sound.
That's what you
I'm
gotta
working
do.
on it.
That's the move. You gotta have air conditioning, central air.
Oh,
You gotta have central air and then leather couches.
Yeah. I actually don't think it's bad in here.
I really
God damn!
All right, I guess it is bad. Fuck. Jesus.
I'm choking on the air.
Oh Lord! See, I know when I need to stop hitting that shit.
Oh my god, damn!
He's 14.
Silent point.
All right, how are we doing on time? All right, yeah,
There.
that's pretty good. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully, you can come by again and hang out. This is basically just what we do.
Yeah.
Usually, it
This is
goes a little
how we
more
hang out.
smoother, and we're better about talking over each other. But
Sorry,
no, I think we're all guilty of it.
we're working on
We
it.
all had our me.
The first 10 episodes
kind
a
of thing
throwaway,
going on.
right?
Well, we get excited.
100.
Right, 100.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
did you have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Don't ask
Think
him
you'll come
that.
back?
Don't put him on the spot. What the fuck?
Let me stop the recording before, so you can tell
What
us
did I
that.
just say about talking over?
I
What the
waited
fuck?
till you were
Okay,
almost
insert outro music here.
Stop.
Have a-
done. What the fuck?
Did you have fun? What do you think? You got any
Oh,
questions for
yeah,
us? Or
Absolutely.
cool. You
Fun
think you
time.
come back?
It's a far drive.
All right, awesome, man.
That's
it's not
a
any
no
further than
tip,
her.
dog.
And you come far too. Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for listening. We're gonna try to whip ourselves into shape and start being a little better with our manners and talking over each other next time.
Maybe have
But,
a real microphone, possibly.